Two rabbits. In the ancient land of the Far East, there lived a young martial arts student named Liang. Liang was a gifted and dedicated student with a fierce determination to master the art of combat. He had spent many long years studying under the tutelage of his master, honing his skills and perfecting his techniques. But Liang was not satisfied. He longed to learn more, to expand his knowledge of the martial arts and explore new styles and techniques. And so, one day he approached his teacher with a bold proposal. "Master," he said, "I have a question. I would like to improve my knowledge of the martial arts. In addition to learning from you, I would like to study with another teacher in order to learn another style. What do you think of this idea?" The master regarded Liang with a steady gaze, considering his request. Finally, he spoke. "The hunter who chases two rabbits catches neither one." If you want to master something, it takes a lot of focus, discipline, and concentration on the given subject. However, I am not sure if I can agree completely with the message of this story. Sometimes, breaking out of your soul discipline can have great crossover benefits. Keeping your main discipline in focus, however, is certainly a good idea. What do you think about it? High Archery. The young archery champion, having won several contests, grew boastful of his abilities. Eager to prove his skill, he challenged a renowned Zen master who was also an expert archer. The young man displayed his remarkable technical proficiency, hitting a distant bullseye on his first try and splitting the arrow with his second shot. "There," he said triumphantly to the old man, "see if you can match that." Unfazed, the master did not draw his bow but instead gestured for the young archer to follow him up the mountain. Intrigued by the master's intentions, the champion followed him high into the mountains until they reached a deep abyss bridged by a thin log. The master calmly stepped onto the unsteady bridge and motioned towards a faraway tree as a target. Drawing his bow, he fired a clean and direct hit. "Now it's your turn," he said as he gracefully stepped back onto solid ground. But staring into the seemingly bottomless abyss, the young man's confidence faltered. He could not bring himself to step onto the log, let alone aim at the target. "You have great skill with your bow," the master remarked, sensing the young man's predicament, "but you have little skill with the mind that lets loose the shot." When we are full of fear, our best skills can never show. We first have to master ourselves and be comfortable in all situations before we can truly master the art. Without a steady and focused mind, a given skill is incomplete. The butterfly. Zhuang Tzu was a revered Taoist master known for his wisdom and insight. One night, he had a dream that would change the course of his life forever. In this dream, he found himself transformed into a butterfly, flitting and fluttering about without a care in the world. He was consumed by the sensation of flight, the gentle breeze on his wings, and the sweet nectar of flowers. In this dream, Zhuang Tzu had no sense of himself as a separate individual. He was merely a butterfly, content and carefree. However, as he flew about, he began to feel a nagging sense of unease, a vague sense of confusion. Something was not quite right. Suddenly, he awoke, his heart pounding in his chest. As he looked around, he realized that he was back in his own bed, in his own room. He was a human once again. But the dream had left its mark on him, and he was left with a deep sense of wonder and awe. Was I before a man who dreamt about being a butterfly? He wondered. Or am I now a butterfly who dreams about being a man? The whole universe is a great mystery beyond our mind's understanding. Maybe you are in an extended dream right now. Maybe this is heaven. Maybe this is hell. We will probably not know what is really going on anytime soon. Let's focus on what we can know. Whatever happens, one thing is clear, whether it is a dream or not. You are the one experiencing it. You are the awareness. A Buddha. In the bustling city of Tokyo, there were two remarkable teachers with strikingly different personalities. One of them, Ansho, was an esteemed Buddhist instructor. He followed Buddha's precepts with unwavering devotion, never once indulging in intoxicants or eating after 11 in the morning. His counterpart, Tansen, was a professor of philosophy at the Imperial University. He lived life as it came to him, without concerning himself with the rigidity of precepts. He ate when he felt like it and slept during the day. One day, Ansho decided to pay Tansen a visit. To his surprise, he found Tansen drinking wine, something that was strictly forbidden for a Buddhist. "Hello, brother," Tansen greeted him with a smile. "Won't you have a drink?" "I never drink," Ansho exclaimed solemnly. "One who doesn't drink is not even human," Tansen retorted. "Do you mean to call me inhuman just because I do not indulge in intoxicating liquids?" Ansho responded. "Then, if I'm not human, what am I?" "A Buddha," Tansen answered. If we were in a state of constant self-awareness, we would transcend the pull of negative habits and desires. We would recognize ourselves as pure consciousness, detached from our human form, yet fully immersed in its fleeting experiences. However, as Ram Dass wisely noted, we are here on this earth as humans. Why are we so busy trying to be something else?